Hey, welcome back. This is Dan Brzezowski. You're in the No Comfort Zone. Today's podcast, I'm going to talk about a recent phone call that I had from somebody from my past. Gave me a call and asked me, Dan, I got a problem. What would you do? Hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
I'm really blessed that I have the opportunity to have people from my past give me a call and ask for advice or information about how I would do things. It's not the first time it's happened, and I'm grateful that people actually call me because along the way, I've stepped on probably every landmine you could possibly think of when it came to trying to be successful, wanting to be successful, but falling flat and becoming a failure and doing things that basically most people would give up on. I don't think I'm too stupid to give up sometimes. I just don't know when to quit. But from that, I decided to look back in my life and learn a lot about what challenges and what trials I was going through, how I got there, what was the lesson to be learned. I journaled all this, I documented it, and I did this during my 60-day No Comfort Zone challenge to myself. Basically, I wanted to work myself. I wanted to work my body, work my mind, and work my spirit, and work my income and contribution all in a 60-day time period. It didn't start out that way, but as I progressed, I started to document things, and I realized there is a huge coaching program in here. And when I went through it, I've shared it with a corporation. I've written about it. I've shared it with many, and people that know my personal story will call me up and ask me, based on where I've been and what I've done, what would they do in current situations today? Case in point, received a phone call. Guy asked me, hey man, we crushed it last month. Our business did really well. We hit our sales objectives. We did a phenomenal job. We exceeded our sales objectives. We crushed it. And in the middle of a pandemic, man, we are just super excited. But the question I got for you, Dan, is what do I do now? Because the owner sent us a letter basically saying you basically have to do it again and then some, or going to terminate people. How do I interpret that? Funny thing is that's like right up my alley because I go through the same thing every day in my life. And I want to share something that I want you to know. Listen, if you've got challenges and if you've got problems and if you're in a position, you think you got the pressure of the world on your shoulders and you know you want to succeed, you're having challenges and pressures and you just don't know how you're going to do it, do yourself a favor. Take all of the landmines that I've stepped on in my life and all the lessons that I've learned. Use that information. Go to my calendar. Go to launchwithdan.com. launchwithdan.com and hit me up. Let's get on the calendar. I'll call you and we'll have a conversation about where you're at and where you want to go. I'll go over the blueprint with you. Take it. It's yours for free. I want to help you. I want to get you past average. I want to get you in a place where you don't have a pit in your stomach. I want you to know that I'm on your side and I can help coach you through adversity, especially in business, maybe a little bit relationships, although I'm not a coach like that. What I am is I'm a guy that's going to be rooting for you based on making mistakes that I've made. And I have compounded my mistakes to get myself into some doozies of problems over the years. Problems that I could honestly say to you that I would never, ever want to actually have an opportunity to repeat again. But because I've learned from those things, I'm actually willing to and wanting to help you to get where you need to go. So what I told this person was simply, I'm in a place right now in my life, this knowledge that I have is actually worth something. It's worth something to you, and I'm giving it away. There's a point where he asks, how do I interpret this? And I go, this is a great place to be. So there's a communication path that's there. You have to be aware of where you're currently at. So you did a great job last month, but we're in a society that's performance-based. So what you did yesterday has no relevance in what you're going to do tomorrow. But what you have to do is identify how you got your success. Identify what did you do last month that was so successful? In what areas? Take the minutes and moments and manage them. And then decide, Where do you want to go? What is the objective now? And make the decision with your team how you're going to get there, and then put your action plan together. And then every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions, it all matters. Go over your action plan. It's the same thing that we've done when this person and I work together. In reality, people forget because they get hit so hard. They get that right hook from their employer. They get that uppercut from their significant other. Reality, COVID, election, all this other stuff takes a dump on your hopes, your dreams, your plans, and your ambitions, and you lose sight of it. And that's why the blueprint is so awesome to go back to, because it's so relative. It gets you to a point where, okay, I know that this situation, this adversity that I'm experiencing right now, it's going to get a lot worse if I don't manage it. What do I need to do to manage it? How do I get out of this? Well, ladies and gentlemen of the podcast, you need to start realizing when it gets to a point, when you get to a certain point in your life, you're adult enough to realize that, you know what, no matter what, no one's going to save you. It's all up to you. You have to bring the solution to the table. You have to do that. You got to bring that solution to the table, and you have to bring the solution to the table, and you're going to have to do it in the ideal version of yourself. And that's what the blueprint's all about, for you to become better. So the bigger the challenge is, the better version of yourself shows up. You need to have your A game on all the time. And is that possible? Hell yeah, it is. And if you're questioning, what do I do? I'm looking for 3 people. Go to launchwithdan.com. I want to explain to you. I want to show you my wisdom that I've had at 50 years old, and every possible mistake that I've made, the lesson that I learned, plus your mistakes and your lessons. I want to pull those out and show you the golden nugget that you received of information that's going to help you in your life. It's great stuff. So do me a favor, go to launchwithdan.com, and while you're at it, wherever you consume your podcast, go to Apple iTunes, hook a brother up, 5-star rating, give me a kick-ass review so other awesome people just like yourself that listen to this podcast find some joy in it, and maybe even help them along the way, because it's supposed to be motivational, it's supposed to be inspirational, it's supposed to be truly for 100% for you to live a little bit better life. And the way that I know to do that is get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.